Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So, when I filmed my original intro to this video, I didn't give any details or any background or anything. And so I'm going to do that now. So, when my baby was first born, she had to go straight to the NICU. She had very low blood sugar. When I finally got to be with her, they told me that I would have to supplement with formula because my breast milk wasn't going to be enough to keep her blood sugar up. And she actually spent a lot of hours in the NICU when we were at the hospital. So I really didn't get to get a good latch with her when I started breastfeeding. And I really didn't get to breastfeed her much, honestly. And then when we went home from the hospital, I was in so much pain and I was so exhausted all the time that I really, breastfeeding was the last thing on my mind. I tried pumping and it was very painful and I produced nothing from pumping. And so I ended up seeing a lactation specialist, and she gave me this, and she said it would help with latch. And the first couple of days, it worked great. I mean, I still had to supplement formula. Relina has always needed 4 ounces of formula, no matter how much I breastfed. So to me, it wasn't working because she still needed 4 ounces of formula. And also, it was only a couple days that this thing actually worked well. After that, it was just a fight getting her to latch. And so I turned to exclusively pumping. When I let my lactation specialist know that pumping was really painful and it wasn't working well, she told me to buy these that you put inside your pump, and it makes it so the nipple fits better. These work a lot better. So I started exclusively pumping and no more breastfeeding. But anyways, my breast milk has never been a good amount. I've never made enough for her. So I've been trying different things. The last time I met with my specialist, she was basically telling me to make sure I pump 8 times a day, drink 120 ounces of water a day, I believe. And also, I need to take fenugreek, basically 6 capsules a day. And it increased my milk a little bit, but not enough for me to actually make enough milk for her. So I decided I was going to make these cookies. And that's where this video starts. Today I'm going to be making some lactation cookies. And the secret ingredient to increasing milk supply is brewer's yeast. I heard that it makes things taste like beer, so I'm really not excited about that. But I am in need of increasing my milk supply. So let me take a smell just to see what it smells like. Ooh, oh my God. It smells like just regular yeast, so maybe it'll be okay. Okay, so let's get started on these cookies. So first, I'm starting off with a stick of butter. This has been softened to room temperature. What I love about summer is butter is softened so fast. Next, it says to add half a cup of regular sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. I don't buy brown sugar. I make it homemade. And in order to do that, I add a tablespoon of, shoot, I'm shaking the camera. I add a tablespoon of molasses. So I'm going to combine this, mix it up until it's smooth. Alright, so that's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to mix all the flour and, yeah, basically the flours and stuff together. So I need 2/3 of a cup of flour and a 1/4 cup of brewer's yeast. Next is a 1/4 cup of flaxseed meal. Cinnamon, baking soda, salt. It says kosher salt, but I just use salt. It says to use half a teaspoon of cinnamon. When I do cinnamon, put cinnamon in things, I don't measure, so I'm just gonna dump some in. Wish I would stop shaking the camera. I think that should be good. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. That's about half. Some salt. Gonna mix it up. I gotta admit, this brewer's yeast smells horrible, so there's that. Next, I'm going to add an egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. It's not going in this. It's going in the sugar mixture. Going to mix these up until well incorporated. All right. Now I'm going to add the flour mixture. This is a very small batch, but it's probably better that way. So I can just keep making fresh batches. And the fact that I forgot to buy chocolate chips, so I only have enough chocolate chips for 1 batch anyway. So gonna mix this up really well. All right. Now it says to add figs or raisins, chocolate chips, coconut. I'm not adding any figs or raisins. Only chocolate chips, coconut, and almonds. It says 6 ounces of chocolate chips. I'm just adding the rest of this bag because I know it's not that much. So, 1/3 cup of coconut. This coconut smells so good. Alright. Oh, and some almonds. 2 tablespoons. Are you kidding me? I'm not measuring 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to throw some in. Alright, so I'm going to stir this up until it's nice and coated. And then this is going in the refrigerator. I think it's set for 30 minutes. And then we're going to bake them. Alright, looks like a beautiful cookie dough. I just wish it didn't smell like yeast because that's throwing me off. But we will see how these taste after I bake them. So it's been sitting in the fridge for half an hour. It's a little firm. I am going to take a 1/4 cup scoop, and it says to scoop half of the dough, and it also says it makes 12 cookies, so I'm assuming I'm gonna make 6 on this. It was saying to put it on 2 different cookie sheets. I only have 1 big cookie sheet, so I'm just gonna do 2 batches. These are going in the oven for 18 to 22 minutes at 325. The cookies are done. I'm supposed to leave them on the cookie sheet for another 15 minutes. The smell the whole time they were baking was just like yeast. So I'm very interested to find out what they taste like. Alright, so these are the cookies. I'm gonna break it in half. That's what it looks like on the inside. It smells like a chocolate chip cookie, so maybe we're in business. Yeah, that is exactly like an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. I am very impressed because the whole time it baked, it smelled like yeast. I don't taste yeast at all. I taste coconut, chocolate chip, oatmeal, and almonds. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. I'm supposed to eat 2 to 3 of these a day to increase my milk supply. I'm gonna start with 2. Today I'm going to have 1 and then maybe another one in a few hours because it's late in the day. But I will let you guys know how the milk supply, if the milk supply changes tomorrow. Okay? So I'll see you then. Hello guys, it is the next day. It's been about 24 hours since I had that first cookie. And I've had about 3 cookies total. I had 1 cookie when I last talked to you guys. And I've had 2 today. And unfortunately, so far, I have not noticed an increase in my milk supply. According to the internet, it could take up to 2 days. So I'm really hoping that tomorrow I'll have a different story because I am really, really, really wanting to increase my milk supply. I've already met with a lactation consultant, and she had told me that I need to pump 8 times a day, drink lots of water, and take these fenugreek capsules. But doing all that only increased my milk supply a little bit. So we'll see if tomorrow I have a different story about these cookies. The one I had this morning kind of tasted a little, what's it called? Yeasty, but the rest of them have tasted exactly like chocolate chip cookies. So I'm still enjoying the taste. But yeah. So I will see you guys tomorrow and let you know the final verdict for these lactation cookies. Hi guys. So it is the next day, and I have had, I'm pretty sure I've had 3 more cookies since the last time I spoke to you guys yesterday. And unfortunately, still, these cookies did not help me at all in the slightest. I still stand by that they're delicious, and they'll probably work for people who actually had a good milk supply from the start, and maybe they're struggling with keeping it up. But it's really not working for me. I'm going to try one more thing, which is it's called like mother's milk tea. I'm gonna try that for a few days and then see if that works, but that won't be probably until next week. So I'm gonna conclude this video with the fact that unfortunately lactation cookies don't work for me. I'm very disappointed because I've been really wanting to feed my baby exclusively myself and not have to use formula. We've had a formula shortage. It's been scary. Relina doesn't take well to some formulas, and we haven't been able to use the same one the entire time because of the shortage. So we've had to switch around, and it's just been rough. We noticed that she does well with the Enfamil added rice formula, but like I said, we can't always find it. So it's just been kind of stressful, but I'm going to keep trying because I really want her to get my antibodies, and I just want to do everything I can for her. But anyways, so thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great day.